Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still...
Then why does the academia prohibit selling canned knowledge?
Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only...
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balance. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is.
The Court of Desolation?
Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins? Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation. Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, as for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out any... On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much... I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit! That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 more.
What? That's super expensive!
No need to worry, little one. Cyno's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open. I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. And I can only imagine the funds he's allocated for investigations. Oh, maybe I should charge him more.
We'd better get going. If Dori keeps at it, we'll be... got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the court. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel. But is it reliable?
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret.
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasure, according to past research. One must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins. So the however, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, less in recent years. But there are always those who attempt to do so. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death. Or even, death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these...
Huh? People tailing us?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as... Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
That's Cyno for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think...
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too... you must be Cyno. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you?
That's right! We won't just sit back and do nothing!
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Cyno? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investing. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear.
Happy to
New
oblige.
punching.
Clouds high, the birds call.
You are not welcome.
Nowhere to run. Wind strider. Freeze.
This doesn't... You're in over your head, Cyno. There will be others coming. Let's get out of here!
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated